Hello, beautifuls. When is the last time you looked at a rock and thought, oh, that's an ugly rock. That's an evil rock. That's a good rock. Well, chances are that's not something you've experienced very often. Yet, if you have stubbed your toe on a rock or tripped over a rock, you might have called it a dumb rock or a stupid rock. Chances are your experience in judging that rock came from a place where you were vulnerable. You got hurt or startled. It came from a place of fear. You might ask, why am I talking about judging a rock? Well, I simply wanted to use an illustration with an inanimate object because we, as human beings, tend to judge ourselves and others so easily. And when we compare it to, for example, the rock, we can see how judgment comes from a fearful-based place. Whereas it is something that is so common in our experience with each other, judging each other, that sometimes it's hard to see the cause because it is so prevalent. So when we look at the example of a rock, which we judge virtually never because we aren't fearful of a rock in most common experiences. Now, judgment, as I said, comes from a place of fear. And typically speaking, when we judge, we are making ourselves feel better. We try to elevate ourselves, at least in our mind, in our perception of what is happening. And that is because we started off in a place that was fearful. When we are fearful, it has a vibration of being abandoned, being unworthy, and being less than. So we use judgment to make ourselves feel better. And yet in that action, we create separation. And yet we use it to make us feel better to the point that it actually feels like it's the answer. And it's a perpetuating circle. Instead of seeking unity, we seek to separate. Rather than finding similarity or common ground, we choose to battle or to disagree with others to the point where many people only feel safe when they are judging others, when they can have enemies. And I just wanted to talk about this today because of the environment we're living in. It is so easy to judge others for their decisions, whether it be about wearing a mask or not wearing a mask. And that's just one example. Again, I don't want to get into a political debate. It is just something that is really in the forefront right now. And it was an easy example to use. But we can see that there are, in most cases, two very clear sides of the fence or of beliefs. And to judge one or the other always comes from a place of fear. And I just wanted to share that concept, that perspective today, to maybe give us all something to think about as we go through our day and we are interacting with the many beautiful people that we get to every day within our community. Until we speak again, please be well.